Good morning to everyone. Today I will explain the topic Magnum shear stress theory. Last class I will explain Magnum maximum uh, permissible stress theory and maximum permissible strain theory. Last class I will explain Magnum principal stress theory and Magnum principal strain theory. Now I will explain third theory, Magnum shear stress theory. Already derivation part I will explain in last class. Today I will explain this shear stress theory example problems. Okay. Now you know the derivation part. You know the formulas for the Magnum shear stress theory. You know the formulas sigma t equal to sigma t star divided by safety factor. Hence, for design, the following equation should be sigma 1 minus sigma t that equal to sigma t. Equation 24.3a, that is the equation 20.3a, is to be used for design purpose only. Okay, that is when some quantity is to be calculated. Some quantity is to be calculated. Should not be used for determining the failure of the material. Okay, due to Magnum shear stress theory. Okay, these are the problems of a difference of maximum and minimum principal stress. That is the main principle of Magnum shear stress theory. Okay, now we're taking into example problem 24.4 for the data given in problem 24.2. You know the data last class, same data for 24.2 problem. I will go through the problem. Uh, this is the data. Sigma 1 equal to 200 Newton per mm square tensile. Sigma 2 equal to 100 Newton per mm square tensile. Sigma 3 equal to 50 Newton per compressed. So that is my negative indication. And potential is 0.3. And simple tension with the is 200 Newton per mm square. Thus, this data will be taken into in this problem 24.4. Same data for using Magnum shear stress theory. Now Magnum shear stress developed in the material that equal to half of difference of maximum and minimum principal stresses. That means 1 by 2. Half means half 1 by 2. Sigma 1 minus sigma 3. Now Magnum shear stress developed in the material 1 by 2 sigma 1 minus sigma 3. That equal, you know the value sigma 1 and sigma 3. Substitute this formula. Sigma 1 minus sigma 200 minus 50, totally 250 by 2, 125 Newton per mm square. Now Magnum shear stress developed in the material 125 Newton per mm square. Hence sigma 1 is maximum and sigma 3 is minimum. Okay. Magnum shear stress at elastic limit in simple tension half of the 1 by 2 into sigma t star. You know the value for sigma t star 200 Newton per mm square. That is a simple tension. Given the problem, given data, sigma t star also is given. The elastic limit 1 by 2 sigma into sigma t star that equal to sigma t star equal to 200. Finally, at 100 Newton per mm square. As magnesium stress developed in the material is 125 Newton per mm square, whereas magnesium shear stress at the elastic limit in simple tension is 100 Newton per mm square. Hence, failure will occur. Okay, hence failure will occur. As magnet shear stress developed in the material is 125 Newton per mm square, whereas magnesium shear stress at the elastic limit in the simple tension 100 Newton per mm square. Hence, failure will be occur. That means the difference between these two things, the failure will be occur because of only 100 Newton per mm square, but the causing 125 Newton per mm square. Okay, that material will be failure. Okay, and taking an example, problem 24.5. At a section of a mild steel shaft, the maximum torque is 8,437.5 Newton meter, and maximum bending moment is 5,062.5 Newton meter. The diameter of shaft is 90 mm, and the stress at the elastic limit in simple tension for the material of this shaft is 220 Newton per mm square. Determine whether the failure of the material will occur or not according to maximum shear stress theory. If not, then find out the factor of safety. Okay, that is the data for given in this problem. This is the shaft. Okay, that maximum torque also is given T equal to 8,437.5 Newton meter. Maximum bending moment also is given. That is the maximum bending moment. Capital M equal to 5,062.5 Newton meter. Stress at elastic limit in simple tension. That means symbol sigma T star. That equal to 220 Newton per mm square. It converts to uh, uh, Newton per meter square, 220 into 10 power of 6, and converts to meganewton per meter square, 220, write the 210, 220, sorry, 220 meganewton per meter square. Diameter of the shaft D equal to 90 mm. You know the data, first you write the data, correcting data. Diameter of the shaft is 90 mm. Okay, that converts into meters, 0.09 meter. At any section, the torque will produce shear stress, whereas the bending moment will produce bending stress. These stresses will be maximum on the surface of the shaft. Let us find the stresses first. Okay, you know the first bending stress and shear stress. To calculate the first the two stresses. Okay, we know that T equal to pi by 4 d cube, T equal to pi by 16 into d cube into tau. That means tau symbol shear stress, and capital T means torque. Okay, to got the shear stress value, you know the value T by capital T value, substitute this equation. Finally, tau equal to 16 into T by pi d cube. To substitute the values, got the value 58.946 into 10 power of 6 Newton per meter square. That is the shear stress. Okay, the conversion to mega Newton per meter square, 58.946 mega Newton per meter square. Also, we know that M by I equal to sigma B by Y. Okay, sigma B, that means bending stress. Okay, bending stress formula, moment divided by moment of inertia equal to bending stress divided by centroidal distance Y. Okay, Y equal to D by 2, diameter by 2. Okay, this formula used to calculate the bending stress. Bending moment is given to calculate bending stress, to produce bending stress. Using this formula, finally got the values uh, 70.735 into 10 power of 6 Newton per mm square. It converts it to 70.735 meganewton per meter square. The both stresses to find out first. Okay, bending stress and the shear stress. We know the stresses will be find out first. On the surface of the shaft, at any point, the shear stress is at any point. Shear stress is 58.946 meganewton per meter square, and bending stress is 70.735 Newton meganewton per meter square. The principal stresses at the point is given by sigma 1 and sigma 2, that equal to sigma b by 2 plus or minus root of sigma by 2 whole square plus tau square. See equation 3.16. Here sigma x equal to sigma b and sigma y equal to 0. Along to x-axis considering bending stress, y-axis is taken into 0. Okay. The equation will be used for to find out the principal stresses at this point. This equation will take in sigma b by 2 plus or minus root of sigma b by 2 whole square plus tau square. Substitute these values, plus or minus values. Okay, first substitute the plus and next substitute the minus. Two values are there, 104.115 meganewton per meter square and minus 33.385 meganewton per meter square. Sigma 1, sigma 2 values are there. Okay, calculated at principal stresses, sigma 1 and sigma 2. Hence, the principal stresses at a point on the surface of the shaft are the two stresses. Another one is sigma 3 equal to 0, 104.115 meganewton per meter square and minus 33.385 meganewton per meter square and 0, that is a sigma 3. The three directions will be taken into account in shaft, circular shaft. Okay. Now apply the maximum shear stress theory. You know the formula of 1 by 2 sigma 1 minus sigma 3 and to calculate the sigma maximum and minimum principal stresses between difference between maximum 104, minimum 33.385. To substitute this equation for shear stress theory, we got the value 68.75 meganewton per meter square. Okay, in simple tension, the stress system is uniaxial, hence the principal stresses are sigma t star comma 0 comma 0. Okay, maximum shear stress in simple tension half of sigma t star minus 0 got the value 220 divided by 2 that equal to 110 meganewton per meter square. As the maximum shear stress due to principal stress is less than the maximum shear stress in simple tension, the elastic limit, the failure of the material will not occur. See, the maximum shear stress give the value 68.75 meganewton per meter square, but the shear stress for simple tension 110 meganewton per mm square. You know the resisting the load to resisting material, resisting the stress. This consideration, the material will not fail. Okay, that is the main condition. And calculate the factor of safety. You know the equation for factor of safety for shear stress theory, sigma t equal to sigma t star by safety factor. You calculate the safety factor, got the sigma t star divided by sigma t. Same equation, so substitute this in the equation. Okay, sigma t equal allowable tensile stresses in simple tension. The principal stresses in simple tension will be sigma t. Okay, and the maximum allowable shear stress in simple tension will be half of the sigma t by 2, equating two equations. 1 and 2, we get sigma t value, uh, factor of safety equal to sigma t star by sigma t, got the 1.6. You know the first equation, how to got the value. This is the equation 1. That is the maximum shear stress. And in this simple tension, uniaxial, hence principal stresses are sigma t star is taken into maximum shear stress in simple tension 1 by 2 sigma t star. The maximum shear stress half of the sigma t star calculated there 110 meganewton per mm square. This is the equation. Second equation 2, maximum allowable shear stress in simple tension will be 1 by 2 sigma t minus 0 sigma t by 2. That is equation 2. Equation 1 and equation equating the sigma t value, got the sigma t value. Sigma t equal to 68.75 into 2, 137.5 meganewton per meter square. To calculate the factor of safety, sigma t star by sigma t, that equal to 20 divided by 137.5, to guard the factor of safety 1.6. This is the calculation procedure for maximum shear stress theory. to calculate the values, to got the values, factor of safety. Okay, another example for 24.6 for according to theory of Magnus shear stress. Okay, this example problem I will explain later. Uh, this is also a very important problem. For example, problem. Now I will explain. It gives the factor of safety and the Poisson's ratio, elastic limit. Okay. Now I will explain problem 24.6. Number of problems we have practiced simply to calculate the values and you know the first equation, you know the formula and what is the formula for maximum shear stress theory and what is the formula for maximum principal stress theory and maximum principal strain theory. You know the formulas, you know the equation, how to automatically calculate the problems. Okay. Now I will explain problem 24.6 according to to the theory of maximum shear stress and determine the diameter of a bolt, which calculate the diameter of bolt. Very important problem. To calculate diameter of bolt is subjected to an axial pull 9 kilonewtons together with a transfer shear force also is given 4.5 kilonewtons. Elastic limit in tension is 225 Newton per mm square. Factor of safety that equal to 3 and the Poisson's ratio 0.3. Axial pull P equal 9 kilonewtons. Convert the newton 9 into 1000 and 9000. Shear force also is given. Converts the newtons 4.5 into 1000, 45,000 newtons. Uh, Factor of safety also is given 3 and elastic limit in tension E suffix T star that equal to 225 Newton per mm square. Permissible simple stress in tension sigma T that equal to sigma T star by 3, that is the factor of safety. Sigma T value calculate the first, sigma T equal to sigma T star by factor of safety. Sigma T equal to 75 Newton per mm square and you know the Poisson's ratio mu equal to 0.3. The axial pull, okay, will produce tensile stress, okay, to produce the tensile stress, whereas the transfer shear force will produce shear stress in the bolt. Okay, the shear stress will produce in the bolt. Okay, bolt connecting bolt connection to produce the applying the pull. The shear stress will be developed in the bolt. Okay, sigma equal to you know the formula, basic formula stress equal to load by area. You know the formula, this formula sigma equal to load by area. Okay, load that means pull area. You know the diameter is given. The diameter is given area formula pi by 4 d square. Substitute this equation, this formula. We got the values of 11,459 by d square Newton per mm square. This is the tensile stress due to axial pull. This is the tensile stress. Okay. Shear stress due to transverse shear force. Okay. To apply the shear stress, to apply the shear force to calculate the shear stress. Tau equal to symbol tau that equal to capital Fy, that is the shear force divided by cross sectional area. You know the load by area, same concept. Substitute the formula to got the value for shear stress. 5,729.5 divided by d square, that is Newton per mm square. This is the shear stress. The maximum and the minimum principal stresses in the bolt are given by sigma 1 and sigma 2. That equal to using a formula of 1 by 2 into sigma plus or minus root of sigma by 2 whole square plus tau square. Reference the equation 3.16 here. Sigma y x equal to sigma y equal to 0. Along the x-axis stress and along the y-axis is 0. Okay. Sigma 1 equal to sigma by 2 plus the root of sigma by 2 whole square plus tau square, and sigma 2 equal to minus. Okay, plus or minus nothing but 2 stresses. First you substitute plus value and next one substitute minus value. You got the two values. Now apply the theory of Magnus shear stress. Magnus shear stress due to principal stresses. This formula will be applied. 1 by 2 sigma by 2 plus root of sigma by 2 whole square plus tau square minus sigma 2 sigma by 2 minus root of sigma by 2 whole square plus tau square. Okay, you know the 1 by 2 value. See, uh, hence the principal stresses in the bolt, or this is the principal stresses. Okay, to substitute this value to got the equation, you know the value for shear stress and to calculate the tensile stress, shear stress and the tensile stress. To substitute this equation, sigma by 2 whole square plus tau square. Finally, got the equation. Substitute this equation, common this equation, 1 by 2, 2 into root of sigma by 2 whole square plus t square. These two values and tau square is commonly 2 cancel. So root of final got the value principal stresses Magnus shear stress root of sigma by 2 whole square plus tau square. So you know the value sigma and you know the value shear stress and tensile stress. Substitute this equation sigma value and tau value. You got the value 8103 by d square. Magnus shear stress in simple tension 1 by 2 sigma t minus 0. This is the Magnus shear stress in simple tension. That is the formula sigma t by 2. You got the value 37.5 Newton per meter. You know the value sigma t already calculated is sigma t 75 Newton per square. Half of the taken into shear stress magnum, half of the that is the Magnum's shear stress theory condition. Equating the two equations, we got the value for d value for diameter of the bolt. Got the 14.70 mm. That is the answer. Okay, this is the procedure to calculating the for bolt diameter for using the shear stress theory. This is another example problem. Okay, now Magnum strain energy theory. Okay, next theory, that is fourth one. Okay, three theories will be completed. First one, Magnum principal stress theory, and the second one, Magnum principal strain theory, and the third one, maximum shear stress theory. Another one, Magnum strain energy theory. That is the fourth one. I will explain the derivation part. Okay. This theory is due to high and is known as Hayes theory. Hayes theory. The other name is Hayes theory. Okay. In first theory, maximum principal stress theory. Another name is Rankine's theory. Okay. Next one, maximum strain theory. Another name is Guess theory. Okay. Two names are there. You remember that this maximum principal stress theory. Another name. See, you know the Rankine's theory. Okay, maximum principal strain, another name. Sent when according to the failure occurring to, that is the Magnum principal comprises the. Okay, this is another name for maximum stress theory. Maximum principal strain theory. Okay. Sorry, maximum shear stress theory. This theory name is Guess theory. Okay. Maximum shear stress, another name is Guess theory. Okay, you remember that. Okay. Another one is maximum strain energy theory. That is the fourth one. Okay. This theory is due to high and is known as Hayes theory. Okay, another name is Magnum strain energy theory. Another name is Hayes theory. According to this theory, the failure of material occurs when the total strain energy per unit volume, okay, per unit volume in the material reaches the strain energy per unit volume of the material at the elastic limit. Okay, in simple terms, we have stated that in chapter 4, energy in a body is equal to work done. Okay, strain energy in a body is equal to work done by the load P is by the load P. Okay, in straining the material, and it is equal to work done of 1 by 2 into load into change in length. Okay, load is gradually increased from 0 to P. That is the maximum strain energy theory principle. Okay, that is the formula 1 by 2 into P into delta L. That is the maximum strain energy theory. That is the work done. U equal to strain energy. Okay, 1 by 2 into P into delta L. Sigma equal to, the formula load by area, that is P by A. Therefore, P equal to sigma into A. Okay, see this bracket side. Therefore, sigma equal to P by A and P equal to sigma into A. Okay, and small e, that is the strain. Small e indicates strain, that equal to change in length by original length. The delta L value, that equal to small e into capital E. Small e into capital E. Okay. So substitute these values in this formula. Sigma equal to P equal to sigma into A, and delta L equal to small e into capital L. Okay. Finally, 1 by 2 into sigma into E into A into L. Off into stress into strain into volume. Okay, area into length, that is the volume, three sides. Sigma into stress. Okay, sigma is nothing but stress, small e is nothing but strain, A into L is nothing but volume. The A into L equal to volume. Strain energy per unit volume. Okay, per unit volume means 1 will be taken. Otherwise, the formula will be 1 by 2 into stress into strain. 1 by 2 into stress into strain. That is the final. That is the formula to work it out. Strain energy per unit volume for a three-dimensional stresses system. Three-dimensional. Okay. The principal stresses acting at a point are sigma 1, sigma 2, and sigma 3. The corresponding strains are E1, E2, and E3, where E1 principal strain in the direction of sigma 1. Okay. Three-dimensional body will be taken. Now, E2 equal to sigma 1 by capital E minus mu by capital E into sigma 2 plus sigma 3. Okay, now similarly, E2 equal to sigma 2 by E, mu by E, sigma 3 plus sigma 1. In this small correction, this is the first one is E1, not E2. This is the E1. This is small correction. E1 equal to sigma 1 by capital E minus mu by capital E into sigma 2 plus sigma 3. This is the E2 sigma 2 by sigma 2 by capital E minus mu by E, sigma 3 plus sigma 1. Okay, another one say E3 sigma 3 by capital E minus mu by E, sigma 1 plus sigma 2. This is the three strain energies, total strain energy per unit volume in three-dimensional system. U equal to 1 by 2, the stress, sigma 1 into E1 plus 1 by 2 sigma 2 into E2 plus sigma 1 by 2 sigma 3 into E3. That is three-dimensional system. 1 by 2 sigma 1 into, the E1 value, E2 value, E3 value. Substitute this equation. Finally, you got the equation 24.5. This is the equation. Finally, 1 by 2e sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square plus sigma 3 square minus 2 mu into sigma 1 sigma 2 plus sigma 2 sigma 3 plus sigma 3 sigma 1. This is the equation 24.5. Okay, total strain energy per unit volume. This is the equation. The strain energy per unit volume corresponding to stress and elastic limit in simple tension. Within the elastic limit, to calculate the equation, 1 by 2 into sigma T star into E is small e T star. The Et star that equal to strain due to sigma T star. Capital E equal to, the value uh, uh, sigma T star by stress by strain. Okay, the Young's modulus formula, stress by strain, that the capital E is, that is a stress by strain. Sigma suffix T star divided by Et star ORR. Finally got the Et star equal to sigma T star divided by capital E. So substitute this place, replace the sigma T star by capital E to replace small et star sigma T star by capital E. Okay, got the value of 1 by 2e into the sigma T star square. That is the equation 24.6. Okay, this is a simple tension within the elastic limit, the strain energy per unit volume. Okay, for the failure of the material. To calculate the failure of the material, the two equation is known. Uh, 1 by 2e, 1 by 2e sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square plus sigma 3 square minus 2 mu sigma 1 sigma 2 plus sigma 2 plus sigma 2 into sigma 3 plus sigma 3 into sigma 1 less than or equal to, sorry, greater than or equal to 1 by 2e into sigma T star whole square. This is the condition for the failure of the material, greater than or equal to. Okay. Uh, Finally, the equation for equation 24.7 to the calculate to correction to derive the formula sigma 1 calculate correction this value, this one 1 by 2e 1 by 2e, see 1 by 2e 1 by 2e cancel. Finally sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square plus sigma 3 square minus 2 mu sigma 1 into sigma 2 plus sigma 2 sigma 3 plus sigma 3 into sigma 1 greater than equal to sigma t star whole square. Okay, finally got the equation 24.7 for two-dimensional stress system. Sigma 3 equal to 0. Okay, two-dimensional system. Okay, taking into sigma two-dimensional, sigma 3 will be 0. Hence, the above equation becomes sigma 3 is not given 0. Finally, got sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square minus 2 mu sigma 1 into sigma 2 greater than or equal to sigma t square. It is t star whole square. That is equation 24.8. Okay, for actual design, when some quantity is to be calculated instead of sigma t star, the allowable stress sigma t in simple tension should be considered where sigma t equal to sigma t star by factor of safety. These are the equation 24.9. Hence, for the design, the following equation should be used. This is the equation: sigma square plus sigma 2 square minus 2 mu sigma 1 into sigma 2, that equal to sigma t square. Okay, hence 24.9. Okay, this is the equation. Okay, equation 24.9 is used to design purpose only. It not used for determining the failure of the material due to maximum strain energy. The only design purpose only to calculate this equation. Okay, this is the maximum strain energy theory. Okay, this is the derivation part. I will explain. Okay, now again I will see the derivation part. Maximum strain energy theory. Another name is Hayes theory. You remember that? 1 by 2. This is the material for equal to work done for strain 1 by 2 P into delta L change in the original length. The U equal to strain energy to calculate this formula, and the fast stress value, the strain value. Substitute this in this equation. Strain energy per unit volume to calculate the stress into strain. Finally, you strain energy strain values, so E1, E2, E3. So substitute the strain energy equation. Finally got this 24.5 value equation and for elastic limiter for calculating the per unit volume in simple tension. Sigma T star into ET star. Okay, is ET small ET star, the value sigma T star by capital E. How to we got the value? See this. Therefore, capital E equal to stress by strain. This formula will be used. The E small E T star equal to sigma T star divided by capital E. Substitute this indication. Finally, 1 by 2 E into a sigma T star whole square. That is the equation 24.6. Okay. Finally, the failure of the material greater than or equal to. Okay, the equation where the failure, the material will be failure. Taken on two dimensional only, sigma 3 equal to 0, got the equation 24.8. And I got the fact to calculate the sigma t in simple tension. Hence, for design following the equation should be sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square minus 2 mu. See the equation 24.9. I will explain sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square minus 2 mu sigma 1 into sigma 2 that equal to sigma t square. That is the equation 24.9. Okay, thus the derivation part will be completed. Next class, I will explain this example problems for maximum strain energy theory. I will explain in next class. And last theory I will explain to complete the last class, maximum shear strain energy theory. Okay, this theory is completed. Unit 1 will be completed. Now I will start unit 2 next day after tomorrow. Okay, any doubts, information me. Thank you this opportunity.